in today's video, we will be reviewing the Anastasia Beverly Hills Mini Eye Primer. And of course, we will be doing this Peacock makeup tutorial eye makeup look in this video, so only the eye look. So if you want to know what I think about this eye primer, as well as seeing how I created this awesome and flawless peacock look, then continue watching and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified every time that I post a video. So let's get into it right away. Hello beauties! So today, like I said, we will be reviewing the Anastasia Beverly Hills Mini Eye Primer. So I never tried the Anastasia Beverly Hills primer before. I usually use the P. Louise base or a concealer. But today I decided that I wanted to go into this little Anastasia primer to try it out, to tell you if it works, if it's good or not, and trying some colors, go into greens, yellows, and shades that are harder in particular to work with to see if this really makes them easier to blend. So we will jump right into it. So the mini eye primer for 7 milliliters is $17. And I am on the Sephora website right now. It is a travel size. I don't think they have another one on the Canadian Sephora website, so only the mini size is in there. It is water resistant eye primer in a light colored base that creates the perfect canvas for matte and shimmer shadows and pressed pigments. So there's no parabens, no phthalates, and this product is vegan and cruelty free, so that's really good. Yeah, so that's about it. So I'm just gonna open the packaging because I think that it's pretty nice, and we will put it on my eyes, put some color on it, and then we will tell you my final thoughts at the end of the video. So let's get into it right away. This one is smaller than the mini version. I bought it with my Sephora points, and I want to go for this into the James Charles palette. So we will pair them both just because there's a lot of colors in this one, and I'm excited to see if it can beat also the P. Louise base. So that's gonna be good. So let me try this. I'm gonna open it up, and that's what the packaging look like. I'm just gonna apply the primer, which it is more liquidy than the other primer that I have. I think it's gonna be pretty easy to blend. I think I put too much. Okay, well, we'll try to. This is full coverage, definitely. This primer looks very nice. It has some color payoff. It is a light base. It seems to be sticking to the skin very easily, and it's not really oily. So this can be a little drying if you have dry skin, especially on your eyelids. But during the day, I mean, it's gonna get better. So let's jump into the James Charles palette. I will be going into colors and doing a green eye look, which I didn't do in a while, so I'm excited for this. All right, tape is placed, so I will start with the darkish green, and I will create kind of a liner on my eyes, which is what I like to do usually. And taking a packer brush, the shade is called Daddy. Putting it over the crease, creating a shape that we will like. It's just the starting phase, which after that we will refine the shape by blending the shadows together. Then we will pack this color on. Of course, I recommend having your eye open when you do that, especially if you have hooded eyes. It's going to be easier for you to blend the pigment. All right, so now I just have to do the same thing on the other side, and then I will blend everything out. And of course, we want these things to be not creasing, so I'm just gonna, you can use your finger or you can use your eyeshadow brush to do this. Then we will take the shade Social Blade and B, and then blend them all the way to the crease, and really placing them really precisely under the brow bone. Beforehand, we will be blending a little bit the green shade Daddy that we placed there, so everything is really nice and prepared for the other shades. And you just want to go very precisely over here and be very gentle with your blending, because you don't want to go too high. You want to stay in the same area so you can be precise in the other colors application. This looks pretty nice. So now what we'll do is I'll take the shade Social Blade and then put it right on top and blend it with the shade Daddy precisely to the green shade. And then you take that pencil brush with a little bit of the shade on it, and then you can just blend those two shades together and be very, very precise with the blending application, and then bringing it under the brow to lighten it up so it can contrast with it, because if not, it will be way too dark. And then, of course, we will add the shade and continue blending with the rest. We take another brush, dipping it into B, which is that yellow shade. And we just apply it very precisely at the top, and we will blend it as well with the shade Social Blade. Then you take the same pencil brush, and then you can blend all of these shades together to create a really seamless look. Alright, so now that this is blended and everything, I think it's pretty nice. What we'll do is I will be cutting the crease with the Anastasia Beverly Hills primer, and I will test out how well I can cut the crease with this. Is it full coverage? Is it going to drag anything? We will test this out right now. So I'm going to be coming closer. I put a little bit on my hand, and we will be cutting the crease. Of course, I already have something pre-lined up. I just really need to clean up everything to make sure that everything is nice and smooth. Alright, so this crease is cut. I think it is pretty easy. Of course, as you can see in these areas, it's not as full coverage as maybe you want it to be, so maybe try to clean it up beforehand with some micellar water, some makeup remover or anything, if you want to put a white shade or anything, because this won't be pretty if you leave it like this. But overall, it is good. It is pretty sticky for the eyeshadow to stick on it, so that's really nice. So I'm gonna go cut the other crease, and then we will continue with the eye makeup look overall. I think what we'll do is we will jump right into the shimmer shade to put on the eyelid, which is gonna be pretty simple. I think I'm gonna be putting 2 shades and then put the highlight afterwards when we're, you know, going there. But we're not there yet. So we will put 2 shades, which are going to be the light blue and then this teal beautiful shade, the shade Hello and Cape Cod, on my eyes. With this mini packer brush, I will be going straight into this light blue first, since it is the lightest shade of them all. So let's see how it goes by putting this shade on to, if it grabs the pigment properly, especially with shimmer shade. We want this to be very cute. That's going pretty well. I think the primer really grabs onto the pigment, and the pigment does stay there. And as you can see, I don't really have a lot of fallout from the eyeshadow, so that's another part that you have to consider, because some shades might have more fallout than others, and you want to take that into consideration if you don't want like the primer to just not grab the pigment. And yeah, so we will continue with the other shade, which is Cape Cod, and the outer part of the liner right here. Again, this is like a small packer brush because I really like to be precise in my application. I'd rather spend more time applying these shades than just going straight into it. And then we will drag the light shade into the dark shade and create a nice ombre effect. This dark teal shade is just to add depth into the look, so this will create a nice little look. And we will continue to pack these shades on the other side and then make sure everything is blended so it is perfect. And then we will do the complexion off camera, and then we'll continue with the rest of the eye. Alright, so this is what it is. I'm just going to remove the tape very closely. Very satisfying. Oh my god. And I feel like the line is so clean and sharp, which like it shows you how much the base is good, I guess, and how it gets the pigment on the eyeshadow. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go do the rest of my face very, very slowly, and after that I will tell you my thoughts about this product in particular, because I did put it everywhere. Of course, I'm gonna finish the eye look on camera, but the rest of my face, the lips and everything, I will be doing it off camera. So I'll be right back for the rest of the eyes. We are done with the rest of the face. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go under the eye doing the green, and I'll put some yellow as well. So I'm going to be doing something different. I will be taking the green and then connecting it here, and then I will do the rest with the yellow. So for that, I'm going to take a little tiny brush. I will dip into the shade Daddy again, which is that dark green 4 shade, and I will go right under here, under my eye, to create that nice shape that we want. And then after that, we can clean up with concealer to make sure that it's very sharp and nice. But for this now, this looks very cute. We'll go on the other side, and then after that, we'll add the shade B and then blend it out together. So now we will take the shade B, which is that yellow shade, and we will be putting it right here and connecting it with the green shade, which will be really, really pretty. So it creates like a nice contrast, which we will be packing the yellow shade, making sure it is strong and stays there. Then a hint of yellow is following this line here, which is not going to be a lot, just a hint of yellow. Then you will blend with, again, the little liner. You will take back the little green shade, and then we will blend this shade into the yellow that we placed already. So this is going to be super nice. I am getting some nice little Peacock Fantasy, which is awesome. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go put some white liner in my waterline, put some mascara, and I will put my false lashes, and then I will tell you my final opinion on the Anastasia Beverly Hills mini eye primer. So I'll be right back. Alright, so this is the eye look that I came up with, the Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer. So what do you think down below? Tell me down below what you think about the look. And now let's not wait, I will be talking about this product in particular. So after trying it out, there's a few things that I want to say. It is a good primer, so if you're searching for something that is good and that can be sold at Sephora, you can definitely go buy it online. Of course, there's a few things that you should know about this product. Is yes, it is full coverage. Yes, it really makes the pigment grab onto your skin, but it does dry pretty quickly. So if it creases, it is very hard to blend back. So that's one thing that you have to consider when you are using this product. But I do think for the price, it is a good product. It is more on the steepier side. So if you have, for example, a concealer, you can still use the concealer, but it would not give you as good results as other eye primers. And when I laid down the green shadow, it really picked on very well. It was very clean. It didn't go everywhere. So, and the blending is pretty nice. And of course, I'm gonna come up close to you to see what it truly looks like. I tried to do like this kind of big cut crease liner, which I really love lately. So this was very easy to use, even cutting the crease. It is very liquidy, so it's a liquid consistency, very liquid but still very pigmented at the same time. So it's very easy to use, very easy to glide on the eyes. And overall, I really like this primer. I think this is my new favorite eye primer, which this look is slaying. I mean, this, I'm gonna have to buy it all the time because definitely I highly recommend this eye primer. Even the packaging, I think it's pretty nice. I like the Anastasia Beverly Hills symbol. I think that it's very nice. So I like it. I definitely like it. So if ever you have any suggestions of other products, tell me down below, of course. Eye primers, I love eye primers. They make your look, they bring it to a next level, and I think this will bring your look to the next level. And you don't need a lot of product to achieve a certain look. Some primers you do have to really pack on the product. This one was very easy to use. I put a little bit, I put the same amount that I would use on the P. Louise base, but it gave me more coverage than if I was using the P. Louise. So this is definitely a huge win on this part, and I will be buying it again at Sephora for sure, 100%. So tell me what you think down below. Did you like this primer? Do you usually use this primer, or you just use something else in general? Do you use concealer? Do you use P. Louise? What brand in particular do you use? I really want to know. I want to know everything that you use or any suggestions that you have. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment down below, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to see more of those awesome videos. So I post 5 videos a week, Monday through Friday, and if you don't want to miss any video, again, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified every time that I post a video. So I really love you, beauties, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, beauties.